Spacey, Sims, and we are back with more Code Realize Wintertide Miracles in Herlock's route, or Sholmes's route, or Sherlock Holmes, or Herlock Sholmes, whatever you want to call him. It's all the same thing. Anyway, um, so yeah, we just had our run-in with Nemo, because that's not a fun voice to do. Oh, dear God. I mean, it is, but it hurts. But anyway, and we were basically, Sholmes just told us we needed to die, so I'm guessing that's what we're telling them, and that's why Impy's all, huh? Y- y- you're gonna have my princess die? What's the meaning of this? Calling us over for this nonsense, you silly detective. Calm down, Impy. How can I be calm? Choose your words carefully or you might just feel my foot. An hour after the unexpected encounter with Nemo, Impy's angry voice rattles the windows of the detective agency. And not that you can blame him. That's a fairly natural response to hearing such shocking words. I know how you feel, but relax a bit. We were shocked when we heard it too. But a lot of careful consideration went into this decision, isn't that right, Holmes? Yes, of course. So please, hear me out first. Watson, Victor, Impy, and Nemo. Looking at the faces of each member, I begin to speak calmly. Oh my God, you brought Nemo with you? I can't do Nemo. Oh, dear Lord. As you're all aware, her horologium is reactivated. In order to stop it from going out of control, there's no choice but to take her life. That's sort of the part I take issue with. However, her death will only be temporary. What do you mean? I can't do Nemo right now. Wow, anyway. I can't do Nemo. Okay, I lied. I could do Nemo. I just had to give myself a minute. All right. What do you mean? I can't do Nemo saying, what do you mean? Because it's like that's not a Nemo thing to say. I don't know. How dare you? What are you talking about? Something like that. I don't know. Anyway. And this is something I have already shown to Watson and Professor Stein. Nodding at Nemo and Impy, who both look puzzled, I take a small bottle from my pocket. Wait, are we supposed to? Oh, we're Sholmes. Whoops! I didn't see the border. Bad me. I was like, wait, what? I'd like you to take a look at this first. I place the bottle of sparkling liquid on the table. And this is indeed the key to resolving this. The elixir of the Italian nobleman, the Count of Monte Cristo. Count of Monte Cristo, an Italian nobleman said to possess tremendous wealth and a powerful elixir. He is the protagonist of the novel, The Count of Monte Cristo, by Alexandre Dumas. Alexandre Dumas. Something. Can't pronounce that properly because, with the accent. Anyway. The Count of Monte Cristo, also known as Edmond Dantes, which I just love. That movie was actually really great. I've never finished reading the book, though I've started it like 6 times. And it just makes me laugh because Sim stuff. If you don't watch Sim stuff, it's not gonna make sense, but anybody who does, it makes sense. And the name of the protagonist of a famed revenge story. A young and capable sailor, he was framed by those jealous of his status and imprisoned for a crime he didn't commit. His status, his lover, his future, all stolen from him. However, he manages to escape, and claiming to be an Italian nobleman, he fulfills his quest for revenge against those who wronged him. He's going to be one of the characters in the Cantarella story, I know it. I just know it. Anyway. The drug that he used during his revenge was this very elixir. Indeed, that's what's contained in this bottle. It puts one's vital activities in stasis and renders them in a temporary state of death. I was surprised when I first heard about it. I figured it was a thing from fiction. I never expected it to actually exist. Watson and I examined it a bit, and it appears to be genuine. It exhibited its effects even when we tested it on lab rats. That's animal abuse, Victor. What the fuck? I mean, if you're gonna use it on me, I guess, we gotta test on something. Impy, try this. I'm kidding. But no, seriously. Oh no. I tease Impy, but I love him too much to let him go like that. Out of all the boys in all the games, he might be my least favorite in this one, but I still love him too much to subject him to that. There are other ones in other games that you're like, no, that's fine. Bye, Felicia. Toma.
So, when you said she had to die, by administering this drug, you plan to put her into a temporary death state?
Can we not have Nemo here? I don't want to do his voice. God, it hurts. And that's the long and short of it. It'll take a full year for the horologium to be neutralized with Watson and Victor's medicine. I seriously thought it was going to be like, she's going to have to be dead for a year. Wait, what? Although it's a terrible way to go about this, we can buy that time with this elixir until then. Elixir! A potent drug said to have been used by the Count of Monte Cristo. It puts its user into a temporary state of death, and when used improperly, can result in a perpetual comatose state. That's fun to read in a chipper tour guide voice, huh? As Impy and Nemo are briefed on the plan, murmurs begin buzzing through the room. But I shake my head to quiet them, looking at them each in the eye once more. Why am I not here to make this decision for myself? It's because I'm a woman, I can't be trusted? That's fucking stupid. But there are still a few problems. The biggest concerns the potency of the drug, which may well prove too strong. Once administered, there's a chance that she'll fall into a comatose state from which she never wakes.
Oh, ho, ho, I see. It came to me so suddenly. So the reason you gathered us here is because you wanted us to make adjustments to the drug, lessen its risks, yes?
Yes, the former alchemist of the British Imperial Court, the genius engineer who strives for the moon, and the genius pupil of Isaac. Each of you is undoubtedly a genius without parallel in this generation. Watson's like, what about me? Yeah, sure, you too. Poor Watson. So, I need all of you, for the sake of my dear beloved. He bows his head very deeply. After a brief silence, Impy opens his mouth.
Well, you're the jerk who stole away our princess, so I admit I'm a little jealous, but now's not the time for jealousy. You know, if we don't save her now, then how will I steal her back from you?
Oh, Impy, keep it in your pants. See, this is why you ruined it between us, because you just simmer it down. Putting aside the stealing bit, you can count on me to do everything in my power to help. He's like, I'll never be able to steal her from you. Yes, you can, Victor. Believe in yourself. Just don't be like Impy, please. I'm sure Lupin and the rest will help out too if we explain things.
Whoa there! I don't even have to tell you that I'm in, do I? It's an endless headache being around these folks, but I'll give it everything I've got for the young lady's sake.
Aw, Dad. Like, he acts like our dad. It's creepy. Thank you, everyone. I suppose this is how it feels to be at a loss for words. Spacey is truly blessed to be loved by so many. Bowing my head once more, I turn to the last person. The one who knows more about the horologium than anyone alive. The scientist who, in a sense, is the most vital key.
Conditions are agreeable if I'm able to obtain data when we perform research, but to alter the state of this gem once called the Gem of Miracles is tantamount to treason against science.
Perhaps having some sort of internal conflict, Nemo paces back and forth frantically as he holds his head. The success rate of this plan changes dramatically depending on whether or not he'll help. I'm close to saying something, but my partner speaks up before I can.
So in other words, you're not feeling confident. Oh, no, I totally get it. The famed alchemist and the genius engineer. Ain't many who can match their genius after all.
Oh, Watson. You're a genius at manipulation. You just want to tousle his hair, don't you? You just want to... I do. It just looks so fluffy. And anyway.
What are you saying?
I'm just a town doctor, you know. Us ordinary folks should sit down and just relax in the corner over there. What do you say?
No! I'm a genius scientist and Professor Isaac's greatest disciple.
Oh, yeah, it is disciple. Okay, I was reading that as that, and then I got messed up. Okay, sorry.
Nemo!
My bird's like, what? Not you, Nemo. Him, Nemo. Different Nemo.
Absolutely. Indisputably. I shall demonstrate that my genius is at least on the same level as those two.
That's the spirit. Well said. Welcome to the research team, chum.
What?
Rather aggressive approach. But it worked, didn't it?
More impressive is how Watson can actually tame that Nemo weirdo.
Watson makes a big smile, reaching his hand out. Nemo stares at him, dumbfounded and frozen.
What? What is this hand? Why you demanded money from me?
Huh? Why would I? It's just a handshake. Ever heard of that? We're gonna be teammates, so the least we can do is shake hands. Oh, Nemo.
Teammates. Teammates!
I'm not sure what suddenly struck him. But as though he's deeply moved, Nemo looks to the heavens, trembling and...
Leave it to me! My friends! My teammates!
He gives a firm handshake, swinging his arms up and down.
Whoa! Somebody's full of beans all of a sudden. Alrighty, let's get this show started. Shall we brew up a love potion while we're at it?
Just thinking about managing this bunch for a year gives me a headache. They're all truly reliable people. With the noisy, excited scientist before me, I gently grip the bottle. And this time, surely... Although Moriarty was defeated, in the previous battle I wasn't able to completely lift Spacey's curse. So many days of not even being able to touch one another, despite our love. How that must have tormented her so. I love that. He's like, that must torment her not being able to touch me. I mean, yes, but also, Jesus, get over yourself. I mean, it's true, though. So, yeah. But this time, no matter what it takes. And then, 3 days later, when the research team is organized and prepared. So, this is the elixir? Indeed, this is the revised formula that Watson, Professor Stein, and even Nemo helped develop. I hold the bottle up to the sunlight, staring at it closely. The past 3 days were spent revising this elixir. Victor, Impy, Watson, and Nemo. All 4 combined could surely surpass even Father's genius. The 4 worked together closely, tirelessly, researching around the clock. And only earlier today they completed it. This elixir, the trump card in overcoming this challenge. Sneeze. As you know, the horologium's evolution relies upon the body's vital functions as a catalyst. Your body is filled with poison because it's a byproduct created in the process of the evolution into the Philosopher's Stone. That's a mouthful. Right, I'm well aware. That's why Father created me as a vessel to grow the horologium. Right. But conversely, it would also mean that the evolution of the horologium would have to take place in a living body. And therefore, if the body's vital functions cease, so too will the horologium's evolution. Indeed, this is the method that Sholmes decided upon. In order to alter the state of the horologium, we need a minimum of 1 year. Essentially, then, we'll be stopping time for myself alone. So she's basically going to be dead for a year. Holy shit. Thank you, Sholmes. With this, It's too early to thank me just yet. Stopping vital functions is no easy task. The reason this drug is a last resort is precisely for that reason. Just as Sholmes says, thanks to everyone's help, it's dramatically safer now. But even so, there's a chance of it failing, which would only be in a bad ending, which we're not going to get, so it's fine. That's what Watson told me when he handed me the elixir. Naturally, a year-long state of temporary death is unprecedented. In the worst case, there's even a chance that you'll never wake. Could you imagine waking up and everyone's like, so, what happened in the year you've been out is, Sholmes is dead, and it's the fucking apocalypse. There's zombies. Oh, wait, I see what happens here. We're gonna drink this elixir, and then we're gonna wake up and be like, we're trapped in a school with no window, and it's Danganronpa. Danganronpa, yeah! Everything ties back in. I'm just trying to tie everything I possibly can into Danganronpa just to kind of fuck with everything. So here you go. Oh my god. Or for that year she's out. Oh my god. It's Psychedelica of the Code Realized coming next, guys. Could you fucking imagine? Could you imagine if they did a fucking crossover and they're like, so remember when she took that elixir? This is what happened in that year she was out. Holy shit. Oh my god, that'd be so great. Oh, I'd pay all the monies for that. I don't have all the monies, but theoretically I would pay all the monies for that. Anyway. In the worst case, there's even a chance that she'll never wake. With like a bunch of other characters. Oh my god, can we throw some Hakuoki characters in? Psychedelica of the everything Idea Factory's ever done. Just throw some like characters from every different game and you're like, this is fucking weird. Oh, that would be beautiful. I need that in my life. As Sholm's hands tremble slightly as he holds the elixir. Seeing his hands... It'll be alright, Sholmes. I wrap both of my hands around his, smiling. They're words that perhaps I shouldn't be speaking. Ordinarily, there's a high chance that the human body won't be able to endure this death state, but there's no need to worry. I'm not human. That's not... Just as he's about to try and argue, I place my gloved index finger on his lips. Just like before, did so well. So I'm going to take this elixir. I'm not saying that out of self-pity or anything. I'm going to accept that I'm still a monster of deadly poison, so that when I wake, I can finally become human and touch you. You are truly a cruel woman. If you're already so resolute, it makes me look a fool for worrying so much. He's so precious. With a small laugh, Sholmes opens the lid of the bottle. We've already administered the medicine to stimulate the transformation of the horologium. All that's left is for me to drink the medicine and go to sleep. It reminds me of that time back then, when you were crying on the roof of Buckingham Palace. Right, it really is similar. But back then you saved me from despair. See, always hope and despair. Some kind of dang rapa psychedelica. I don't know what's going on here. And so, I'm not worried one bit about this. Because I believe in you. I believe in you, the one I love. Once I believed, everything afterwards felt easy. I embraced him, entrusting myself to him, and he gently hugs me back. Wait, Spacey, there's something I must tell you before you go to sleep. What might that be? He nods, and Sholmes adjusts his sitting posture and begins to speak with words that sound uncharacteristically inarticulate. Allow me to preface this by saying, I'm not saying this because it might be the last time we speak or anything of the sort. Well, not that I honestly believe you'll never wake up, and I'm sure I'll have plenty of opportunities to say this to you later. But even so, let me say this now, as a way to strengthen my resolve. Sure? Oh, he's just trying to mumble out and he loves you. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. This is unlike him. It's unlike a famed great detective. He's averting his eyes slightly, and I feel like he's speaking faster than usual. His atypical restlessness makes me restless. Spacey, I'm about to say something rather embarrassing, so please forgive me. It's not embarrassing to tell someone you love them. It's okay, honey. Don't worry. I'm pretty sure my voice cracked too. The time between his next words feels like an eternity. He takes a deep breath, holding it in. The words that eventually come out. Oh! Not what I was expecting, but still. Oh! You didn't tell me you loved me, but it's okay. This works too. Will you marry me? Clumsier words were never spoken. They're entirely unlike his articulate, normal self. What? I'm sure you're wondering why it took me so long to finally say those words, and I agree. Just as I said earlier, it's obvious that we're deeply in love. Up to now, I figured that this moment would come naturally, precisely because we're in love, so I never have to speak those words. But this matter has made me realize there's some things in this life that one must say aloud, and if left unsaid will only cause regret. Right. I feel like we've skipped so many steps. Like the kiss, and you telling me, we're deeply in love, yes, but you haven't told me you love me, so I guess I'm glad we're there, but Indeed, which is why. Let's start our love over once more. When you wake, our love will be stronger than ever before. Sholmes smiles. It's the most carefree smile I've ever seen from him. This is so adorable. We got a proposal. We can't even get a kiss, but we got a marriage proposal. Yeah. I love you very much, Spacey. There you go. That's what I was expecting. I love you too. And now that I've heard those words, I'll be able to sleep well. Are you ready? I am. In fact, I think this is the most appropriate time. While your words are still fresh in my mind, I'm sure I'll have pleasant dreams, and I don't have to give you an answer. He's like, wait, you never answered me. Shit, now you gotta wait a year and like, what's she gonna say? And so, my heart is finally able to settle. We're not parting forever after all. This is but the first step in our reuniting. If this is how it ends, I'm gonna be so fucking sad. That like, we don't get to wake up and get our kiss. We just pass out. Oh, look how precious they look. Drinking the entire bottle, the effect kicks in immediately. I hear that Lupin vowed to kidnap you no matter where you are. And now that I'm competing, and now that I'm, not that I'm competing, oh. Now that I'm, but I will find you, no matter where you are. Even if it's deep within a lonely dream. This is so sad and beautiful, but I hope this isn't how it ends, because it just feels bittersweet. He gently caresses my hair. My consciousness slowly, quietly fades into darkness. The only concern I have while I'm asleep is that you're quite handsome, Sholmes. I worry a bit that you'll be swept off your feet by another girl. It wounds me that you think of me as a foolish chauvinist. And just because you may be sleeping and I can't exchange words with you, my love for you will never change. That's so beautiful. I love you. More than anyone in the world. Thank you, Herlock Sholmes. If I have a hard time waking up, then do whatever you need to do to wake me, all right? Right. I promise I'll wake you. So until that time, good night, my beloved Spacey. The end, like we're dead. Like, that's legit the way it ends? No, there's an after scene. There's got to be an after scene. There's always an after scene, right? I'm like, there is no way that can end like that. That's so depressingly sad. Like, he's like, okay, good night. Like, we basically just died. Like, literally, we just died. It's kind of like, oh, rip my heart out, why don't you? He's so precious. I love this one. I really do love the way they do the end thing, like how the window goes by and it's like, and then now it's fading away. Like, it's just, I like it. It just, nice. Like the little window comes by and it's like, oh, now the CG shows up. Like you're peering through the window. I mean, there better be an after scene. Why do I not remember? It's because I'm doing too many different games at once. Well, I'm literally only doing this one and London Detective Mysteria, but... Okay, I was like, if there isn't one, I'm really gonna be like, wait, what? Like, I mean, I guess you can, like, she wakes up and everything's great, but we didn't get a kiss, and you... Look, you screw me over with Van Helsing enough with that shit. Like, okay. And so, the princess fell into a long, long slumber. until the day when someone will wake her. While I wait for that day to arrive, allow me a moment to put down my pen. Oh, wait. We were supposed to be reading as Watson? That's kind of fucking weird. That's a new one. Anyway. Phew. It's been a whole year since I wrote this book. It's pretty embarrassing to reread this stuff. I only meant to kill some time, but before I knew it, I ended up reading the whole thing. I can't believe he's not here yet. Where the hell is he bumbling around now? That sounded a little too impy right now, but anyway. So you're finally here. Geez, do you have any idea how late you are? I'll be coming in, Watson. I'm glad to see that you're in good health as always. You took too long, Prince Charming. Your princess is waiting for you in the back room. I mean, like, what do they do? Like, I mean, like, she's been bedridden for like a year. Like, she's gonna forget how to walk and shit. I mean, this is not like, okay, you're going out for like a week. It's like a year. That's like, fucking muscles are gonna atrophy. I mean, it's a game, I know. But like, sometimes the logistics is like, this just doesn't make logical sense and I can't. Or, that would suck. Anyway. Right, thank you. I owe all my thanks to you and Professor Stein. Ha! Why don't you save some of that for Impy and Nemo? But of course. In fact, if you have the time to thank little old me, then why don't you get a move on? Right, I should. And no need to tell me. But there is, because what if you go back there and she's like, doesn't come back anyway? Stepping out into the clinic hallway, a cool air caresses my cheeks. And my footsteps echoing throughout, I slowly take steps forward. Days, months, seasons have passed since she fell asleep. Before I even knew it, a year has passed. And to me, it was a gray year devoid of all of its color. And truly, it's strange. The world could look so dull just because she's not by my side. It was truly a long time. At every opportunity I visited her, changing the flowers by her bedside, making the bed. So many times did I hold myself back from caressing her cheek. So many times did I hold myself back from kissing her. But today, that all ends. Look, it's like pink. How pretty. Spacey, we shouldn't be making yours. We're dead. Sorry for making you wait so long, Spacey. Did they test anything? Did like someone stick a finger up? They were like, hold on. Put something metal on her skin and be like, not melting, she's fine. Did I change it to that or did someone change me? Which one of these perps fucking changed me is all I want to know. Like, also, I guess technically my body's been dead, so like you don't have to worry. Like if you're a human and you're in a coma, like you have to worry about like, I mean like bodily fluids and shit, right? Like I guess because she's technically dead, we didn't have to worry about that. Like what? I'm just saying, things like this occur to me and they shouldn't, but they do. I don't know. The moment I open the door, I see her in the bed, completely motionless. Her beautiful fair skin, her pink lips, her silky, wavy hair. Like any man ever describes a woman like this. God, don't you wish? She looks precisely how she did in my memories from a year ago. And such is her beauty that no matter how much time passes, it'll never be lost. True, because we ain't human. However, I can't help thinking that I want to see her eyes as soon as I can. Your vivid, beautiful eyes concealed behind your closed eyelids. Look at his precious face. Oh, he's adorable. Sitting on the bedside beside her, I speak. Oh, can you hear me, Spacey? A lot happened while you were asleep. We had a number of difficult cases. An incident involving the identity of a vampire, a weapons blueprint case, confronting the remnants of Moriarty. I even managed to catch that gentleman thief once, but of course he broke out of prison almost immediately. You damn well better believe he broke the fuck out. You don't get to catch Lupin. Stop that. And during this past year, there was never a time in which I wasn't thinking of you. Whenever I'm sitting alone in the agency, whenever I'm after a culprit on a case, Whenever I look up at the beautiful blue sky above, I had to stop and ask myself why you weren't by my side. Look, I told you it was over, and then you put me in a cup. No, I'm just kidding. Although I know she can't hear me, I look down at her. You're staring at my chest. That's inappropriate. Don't be pervy. The gem that proudly, beautifully blooms on her chest is no longer the cold, terrifying blue it was before. After a full year, the horologium had completed its change. This beautiful color of light scarlet is proof. So, light scarlet. You mean pink? Meaning nothing can separate us anymore. Speaking those words quietly, I removed the bottle I received from Watson from my pocket, and the medicine to negate the effects of the elixir, and awaken the princess from her long slumber. However, we still don't know how the transformation of the horologium will affect her. She comes out of it like a complete monster. Horologium! Pink! Light scarlet! An altered version of the horologium, neutralized of its deadly toxin via chemical reaction. And there's a chance that she won't wake up. And even if she does, she could very well have long-term memory loss. Or worse. No, we'll be fine. But even so, I believe that it's a prince's job to awaken the sleeping princess. Could you imagine if we woke up and had memory loss? You'd be like, again? We already lost our memory once. I laugh softly and then slowly bring the bottle to my lips. If I make her drink it while she's asleep, I won't know if she's able to swallow it properly. There's no way we can risk spilling any of the precious medicine that we have so little of. So I'm gonna drink it and then kiss her because that's not wasting it? Like, dude. Allergies. And there's no shortage of silly reasons I can come up with, but I'll stop making excuses. Sherlock Holmes, the man whose heart you stole, just want to fucking kiss. I simply wants to kiss you, I told you. I need no other reason. Give me the CG, motherfucker. That is like the perfect fucking kiss CG, by the way. Like sometimes it's always like slightly leaded or they look awkward. That's like motherfucking perfect. That is fucking perfect. Except for the fact that we're unconscious. But, you know, I mean, it's not inappropriate. We were like, wake me up, however. That was literally like you better fucking kiss me to wake me up, motherfucker. That's basically what she said. I had no idea that the lips of my beloved could be this soft. The lips that I touch for the first time give a gentle and yet firm resistance. And the poison that coursed through her should be gone now. The sweet poison of another kind melts away my rational thoughts. My kiss feeds her the medicine. Her slender, pale throat swallows it, and her body shakes. And soon, at long last, the moment arrives. Could you imagine if she did have memory loss? Ah! Like, it'd be fucking funny as hell. Oh, it's so pretty. Her eyes of brilliant, vivid green sparkle like well-polished emeralds. I'm perhaps unable to bear the intensity of the light after being asleep for a year. A tear rolls down her cheek. And that warm drop. I wipe away the tear that can no longer harm anyone. Good morning, my sleeping beauty. Good morning, Sholmes. I simply can't hold back any longer. A second kiss, just to be sure. Firmly as if to steal her lips away. I'm not moaning. But anyway, my lips overlap hers. The lips of my adorable, gentle beloved who can no longer harm anyone. Jeez, I just woke up, you know. Sorry, but do forgive me. You were asleep, so perhaps you didn't feel it the first time. But to me, you're a precious person whom I've been waiting on for a year's time. Squeezing our hands together, rubbing our cheeks together. Oh my god. All of these new sensations, these wonderful, warm feelings we'd never felt before. I was dreaming the entire time, and thinking about what I'd do once the poison was gone, and about you. It was such a pleasant dream. And now I'm awake, and yeah, can we go back? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, what about you, Sholmes? Is there anything you want to do? Oh, dear God, don't ask a man that question who can now touch you. I don't want to read that! Of course. There's so many I've lost count. A date with you is as we hold hands, a warm embrace, A wedding where we receive everyone's blessings. But for now...
Get that dress off.
What? No, these games are nice. We only ever get a kiss. I just want to hold your hand and go on a date. Oh. I'm just basking in the beautifulness of that. I have no words. You know. Because, like, in reality, it's just something you want to do. He'd be half naked with his pants off, and you'd be like, you know what? That's not what I meant. Oh, okay. Never mind. As if to show me with action rather than word. Oh, now we're back to me? Okay. As if to show me with action rather than words, he touches his lips to mine again. I don't like how we just switch back now. Like, that's confusing. I entrust myself to that sensation and slowly close my eyes. More than anything, I like a sweet kiss with the one I love. I love you, Spacey. Words I dream to hear. The story of the great detective and a mysterious girl. A love story unlike any other in the world. Yet a perfectly ordinary love story that anyone can relate to. The desire to kiss the one you hold most dear. The white on white is like blinding. I know it's got the black, it's just the white screen, it's blinding. Indeed, the desire to love one another. A strange yet tender story of love. Oh god, I have to sneeze. Sorry. Okay. So that was Sholmes' route. So now let's go look at his little CGs. Here we go. Boop. This one's like the best. There we go. I don't know if there's other ones. Oh, there is. Hold on a second. I want to see something. Oh, that one's beautiful too. All of his are good. I mean, let's be honest. All of them are legitimately good. But like... of the way his eyebrows are right now. I don't know what it is because it's adorable, but it's like kind of goofy at the same time. Like in a cute, adorable kind of way. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, your eyebrows are so funny. Like, it's fucking cute as shit. Or sleeping, whatever. That's what we want. We want him. Like, we want Sholmes. Look at his beautiful little face. He's so sweet. They do these really well, because, like, she has giant derpy eyes, but she's still, like, one of the characters that is actually, like... Yes, her eyes are giant and derpy, but she's still adorable, and, like... It doesn't bother me. I know we could do the one with him playing the Violet, but I love this one. I just love the two of them. And you know what? This way you get to Oogle Watson, too, because you know we don't get to marry the man, so whatever. But yeah, so... I really think, like, all the Count of Monte Cristo stuff should be in the Cantarella side story. I really just feel like that would be, like, a nice way to just... Because they just kind of threw it in here, like, oh, okay, to explain away the elixir, and it'd just be so great if it was in there. It really would. But, that's where you meet those other two characters that, of course, we can't romance, because, you know, until they come out with the next fan disc. Can we just keep doing this? Like, I don't even fucking care if you need to do, like, what they did with fucking Hakuoki, and it's, like, fucking, like, oh, now we're all going to school, and, like, put them in, I don't give a shit. We have to do, like, a fucking psychedelic of the Code Realize, and we're all dead, and we're all, like, I don't care what it is, keep doing this, because I fucking love these characters. It's funny, because I feel like this sets the precedence for, like, all the other, like, Otome games. And it's not even the first, like, Amnesia was the first one we played, and I love that one so much, like, oh, no, and then, like, you get to this one, and you're like, you know what, no, this is the one that sets the stage for everything. Of course, I don't know, we played, like, other freaking Otome games before that, but once we played Code Realize, it was like, everything is done, this is where our expectations go now. Like, it's gotta be as good. Because, I mean, Amnesia Memory is the the artwork was basically the same style. And this is what the art style I like. This is it. This is what I want. Like, look at our boys, they're so beautiful. But, yeah, I don't know. Plus, this was also just when all of a sudden I started watching more anime, and that's when we just, and then the voice acting, and now we're just in it. Now everything is related back to this game because this is what started it with the figuring things out. Yeah, I blame Van Helsing for that. It's all his fault. Ah, I still love him to death. But, anyway, so we will do we did the, oh yeah, we did the Watson. I was like, did we do the Watson Hansel triangle date? I was like, holy shit. My brain couldn't. Yes, we did. Okay, so we'll do the Deli and Cece one after this. I know it doesn't really, but it's just the next one we have. And then we'll do the Cantarella side story. And then we'll go back, do all of our other little dates with our boyfriendos, our main boyfriendos. And then we'll get onto the bonus stuff, which I know is going to be the motherfucking weddings, because I know those exist. And they have to be in this game, and that's got to be the only place that they are. So they have to be there. Except for, obviously, Lupin. We already married him at the end of Code Realize, so. Or, Bouquet of Rainbow. Whichever one. The second one, I think, we did. But, all the other boys, we get our weddings. I wonder if we get a Sholmes one. That'd be so great. They probably won't do that, but it'd be nice. Anyway, so I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.